Kennedy unveils a pleasant surprise.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. President, one of the Kennedys does not need an interpreter, so I'd like to have my wife say just a word to you.
Ustedes conocen el deseo profundo de mi marido de ayudar a los que necesitan ayuda. Estoy segura que con vuestra colaboración él tendrá éxito. Hasta luego, gracias.
After Mrs. Kennedy's delightful speech, the party goes on to Bogota, Colombia, and the most tumultuous reception of this crowded weekend. Here, the greeter is President Alberto Camargo, and high on their agenda is a discussion of a meeting to be held in January. This is the meeting of Hemisphere foreign ministers, called at Colombia's request to deal with subversion emanating from Cuba. The crowds that greeted the president in Bogota are estimated at more than 500,000 people. It's a roaring reception with throngs jamming the sidewalks along the way. There's another state dinner before the president leaves South America for home. At this affair, Mr. Kennedy stressed the prosperity of Western Europe over the grim, drab poverty of communist Eastern Europe, adding that democracy has an unparalleled power to reshape societies without the repression that destroys liberty. The tour is a personal triumph for President Kennedy. It's 25 degrees in Philadelphia for the Liberty Bowl game. But the boys from Miami don't seem to miss that Florida sunshine, as Nick Spinelli, laying back for a Syracuse punt, puts some heat on the Orangeman, and he runs back to kick 60 yards for a touchdown. Before the half ends, the boys from the South have Syracuse trailing 14-0. Coming from behind is an old story for Syracuse. Dave Surratt flings to Dick Easterly for 15 yards. Then the player of the year gets rolling. Ernie Davis smashes straight through the middle to the 1-yard line and then carries again for the touchdown. Syracuse puts on a drive in the last quarter. Surratt to Easterly brings them to the Miami 29. Then Davis takes over, 10 yards through the middle. Davis for 10 more, and that brings the ball to the Miami 9-yard line. Then the Surratt Easterly combine again, and it's the touchdown pass that gives Syracuse the edge, 15-14.